There's two different types of trust. There's sort of a relative trust in our human lives. There's people in our lives that we trust with certain things, friends that we trust to confide in. That human sort of domain of where our trust has been broken, or we might have broken trust. But there's a much deeper trust that I want to talk about, and that's an absolute trust. And that's the domain of our deep spiritual path and our calling to that path. And it's synonymous, this trust, with surrender and letting go. And we'll deepen into this trust and kind of fall into this trust the more that we are willing to surrender and let go. Although we can't actually do anything, we can't force surrendering or letting go. It's just an attitude towards it, an authenticity towards it. And as we progress through our awakening, we'll notice the different qualities as this trust becomes more prevalent in our lives. Just like with awakening, there's different qualities. When different centres in the body wake up, at the mind centre, the heart centre, and deeper in the lower belly, more corresponding to the rest of the body. When we've let go in trust, sort of qualities that we find of the mind is that the mind's not so anxious. It's more peaceful, quieter, more clear, has more clarity. And with this access to our inherent wisdom, we can sort of view the relative trust in the way that it kind of takes its place, I guess. It takes its place. There's not so much of a heaviness around it, which can happen when people have had traumas, and we've all had traumas, and we've all had our trust broken, and probably we've all broken trust in some way. So our relationship with it on the relative level can be more or less wounded, and that can kind of get projected onto the absolute trust, our relationship with the word in general. And at the level of heart, at the heart centre, when that trust is let go into that surrender, and this the unbounded being, the openness, and not just a openness of the human heart, but a channeling of a universal heart, a cosmic heart. And at the level of body, like in the lower gut, when that surrender and that trust is fully let go into, and it's felt as a real stillness and peacefulness through the body. The body can rest. It's not needing to rush around and overdo to kind of run away from that feeling of not being okay, not being able to trust. And it's not doing the opposite, hiding or collapsing, stuck in depression. And the path will always call us to heal. So trauma healing in the middle of that is super important to help us come back to that point of balance within our nervous systems. And then there's much more capacity to kind of face that deeper line when it comes to us, to say it's time to surrender, time to let go of our illusion of separateness,